Imagine reaching the top of everything you ever wanted, only to realize there's no one there to celebrate with you. Have you ever stopped and noticed something a little strange? As you get older, your wins feel quieter. Like when you were younger, success felt big, right? It was loud, it was easy to see, it was clear. Like you knew exactly what you wanted. It was getting a job that made people notice you, or you get you that new car, shining in the sun, or you got that first big paycheck, that consistent check that made you you know, feel strong, you feel big, you feel like you're doing it now. Or when you got promoted and you got that title that showed how your hard work paid off. Or even the first time you bought a house, your very first house. And that's when you know you made it. Even those trips that you took that look perfect in the pictures. You got claps, you got cheers. They just all filled your ears. You spent years chasing these things, thinking that once you got them, you know, you'd feel complete. And that happened to me too. But then something odd happens. It's like you get there and you stand where you once dreamed of being. You're actually here. And the feeling fades faster than you thought. You know? That excitement, it just slips away. And then you look around and you're by yourself. The quiet sets in. And you start to wonder something that you never even thought before. Why doesn't this feel like enough? Why do I feel like this? I'm literally doing everything that I said I wanted to do. It's not that success doesn't have value. It's just success wasn't meant to be enjoyed alone. If you work hard and you have big goals, you know what giving up things feels like. You're living it. You're doing it right now. You stayed up late while others were sleeping. You missed all the birthday parties. You missed all the celebrations. You even told your friends that you'd make it to their party, and then you canceled last minute because you didn't want to fall behind at work. You skipped out all the trips. You didn't do the vacations because, you didn't want to fall behind. You even ignored your own health. You stayed up late. You was hammering down energy drinks and coffee. You told yourself things like, I'll spend more time with people when things calm down. I'll call my mom next week. I'll call my dad next week. I'll see my friends after I finish this project. I'll start going out more when my job is better. I'll start dating when my job is good. You just keep pushing life ahead, keep pushing life off, putting off time with others, and you're just not present. You just keep waiting and procrastinating being present because you think that you're building something that's worth sharing. But here's the hard question though. Who you building it for? All that building, who you gonna share it with? Who you building for? See, like these big lofty goals, they can trick you. They tell you something that sounds right. And me too, I did it myself. If you just become successful, everything will fall into place. Isn't that what every single manosphere guy says? Coach Greg Adams, Kevin Samuels, Myron Gaines, they all say that. If you just become successful, everything else will take care of itself. But relationships, they don't grow just because you succeed. They grow because you show up. Friendships don't last because you have money. They last because you guys make time. Love, it doesn't get stronger because you earn more. It grows when people feel seen and cared for. Yes, success is good. It's great. It's awesome. Trust me, I love it. But success can buy comfort. It can buy ease. It can buy status. But it can't buy real connections. Success cannot buy real connections. And without connection, comfort really feels empty. Like, what's the point of riding first class if you by yourself? I mean, think about your life. Think about the moments that really matter. Not the biggest ones, not the real ones, the ones that you still remember. You know, the moments that make you smile. Were you alone? Or were you with people that you care about? You know, think about those times you were laughing so hard that you couldn't breathe. Were you alone? Or you were with somebody that you cared about? Like the night you stayed up with your friends talking about nothing and talking about everything in the same damn conversation. Maybe it was sitting with your family celebrating something small. I don't know, a graduation, a wedding, certification, I don't know, whatever y'all celebrate. Like a simple dinner where everyone lingered at the table longer than usual, belly full, laughing. Maybe it was a late night talk that lasted for hours. Maybe it was a road trip you did full of fun and chaos. You know, getting lost, arguing over directions, and then laughing about it later all night. Maybe it was watching someone you love reach a goal. Because you always grinding yourself. Sometimes it's nice to watch other people. Seeing their face light up and feeling proud just to be there. See, I want you to notice something important. The moment mattered not because of what happened, right? It mattered because of who was there with you. And in my opinion, here's something people just don't say enough. Loneliness isn't just for people who have nothing, right? Sometimes it's for people who have everything. The old saying, it's lonely at the top. It can be the business owner. It could be the professional athlete. It could be the person that everyone looks up to, the problem solver, the rock, the strong one, you know, the one who seems to have it all. Sometimes that person walks into a nice house, a house they worked hard for, and it's quiet. No children, no friends, no family, just quiet. Like the entrepreneur who celebrates a big deal alone, probably celebrating with takeout because everyone else done moved on. You know, you've been grinding head down for so long that you just lost everybody. You know, and no one there really knows you. You know, you might have followers, but no close friends. You got money, but no one to celebrate with. They got the money, the power, the respect, but no one to call when things fall apart. And that's sad, man. And in that quiet, success feels empty. Maybe you shouldn't have been so focused becoming someone. I don't know, maybe. That you slowly drifted away from the people who helped you grow. Not on purpose, because everybody has a season. Everybody not going to be there with you in the end. And it's not because you don't care about people. I mean, life just got busy. It was in grind mode, head down, getting it. Riding around, getting it. But because your work, it became who you are. Because each year brought another goal, another step, another reason to wait, another excuse. And before you know it, it's just quiet around you. Shh. And let me ask you something. If your biggest win happened tomorrow, who would you call first? And if you had to stop and think, if no name came right away, then maybe that silence is your answer. You learned how to provide. You know how to protect. You know how to perform. But no one really taught you how to stay close to people. You learn how to climb, how to push forward, how to win, but no one showed you how to bring others with you. And it's not easy. It's something that you got to work at. One day, everything you're working for will fade because we're all going back into the dirt. No one will care how many emails you sent. No one will remember how many weekends you worked. No one will talk about how many meetings you had. But the people who love you, they will remember something. They'll remember if you were there, if they could call you, if you listened, if you showed up when it mattered. Like being there for a friend during a hard time instead of saying, yeah, man, I would, but I'm just too busy right now, man. Maybe let me hit you next time. Let me hit you later. And even thinking about myself, I do that a lot. I missed out on a lot of things that were important to people because I was busy. I was grinding. I was getting it. But I don't want you to do that. If they felt important when they were with you, then that's what people remember, right? And here's the truth. You don't need a big crowd cheering for you. You don't need thousands of people watching your success. You need a few people who really know you, who really and truly know you, the real you, the part that struggles, the real you, the part that doubts, the part that isn't perfect all the time. That's where the peace comes from. Not pretending to be perfect, not pretending to have all the answers, but knowing you don't have to be. Maybe you just been chasing success because you think it'll make you feel enough. It's a protection, right? It's a shield. Success is a shield. But what if you've been chasing the wrong goal? What if the real goal isn't to impress others, right? But what if the goal is to be present? Be present with your children. Be present with your friends. Be present with your mother. Be present with your father. Be present with your neighbor. What if success isn't about what you collect, but about who wants to sit with you at dinner? Look at your phone. Scroll through your contacts. Who haven't you called in a long time? Who hasn't called you? Who keeps saying we should talk soon? Who have you been meaning to check on? Relationships don't usually end with a big fight. They rarely ever do. They just slowly fade into silence. Most of the people you fell out with, it wasn't some big issue that happened. Y'all just spoke less and less and less until, it's just a memory. Through silence, through time, through not trying, you gotta try. It doesn't take something big to keep them strong. It takes something simple. Keep your relationship strong with one call, one lunch, one message. Like texting someone just to ask how they're really doing, The one day where we choose to be there, that's how connections stay alive, not through big acts, through small, steady efforts. One day, your job is going to end. Your title's going to go to someone else. These companies don't care about you. You can die today. They'll have somebody at your desk in a week. Someone else going to sit in your chair. Someone else going to park in your spot. Someone else going to work your schedule. Someone else going to run your meetings. That will happen. I promise you. We can bet on that. We can bet on that. But the people you love, the people you spend time with, those are the memories you made. Those things stay. They matter. They shape your life more than anything your job could ever do. More than anything your business could ever do. Maybe you've been asking the wrong question. Instead of asking, how do I get more money on? How do I get more money? How do I become more successful? Let's go deeper. Let's go beneath the surface. Who am I becoming while I chase success? Because if success costs you your relationships, was it really success? It was a trade. It probably cost more than you thought. Before you chase your next goal, before you give up another weekend, before you say you'll reach out later, 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 later. Pause. Remember this. The people who love you, they don't need you to be perfect. They don't need you to look polished. They don't even need you to be successful. If they really love you, they probably don't care. They just need you here. Aquí. Available. Real. One call away. One text away. Because at the end of your life, no one will count your wins. Sorry to tell you that. We're just a speck of dirt. We came from the dirt, we'll go right back to it. But someone will remember you if you showed up. And that is what truly matters. Question. You know what I'm saying? I know I kind of went on a rant. I was trying to be quick. But question for you. If your biggest dream came true tomorrow, who would you want next to you when it happens? Tell me in the comments. If your biggest dream came true tomorrow, who would you want next to you? Comment.